Pretty confident looking MASHREGHIvsKAJIC, pretty confident looking Dejan Kajic. This is the LivingFitNutrition.com tail of the tape. Dejan Kajic, 3 years older. He is 1 inch taller. They will both have identical 70-inch reaches heading into this one. All right, let's get these fighters introduced for our main event of the evening. Here he is, the man in the cage, Ryan Ventura.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our main event of the evening. Sponsored by GoDaddy.com. Visit GoDaddy.com, the world's largest domain registrar. This event is sanctioned by the British Columbia Athletic Commissioner. Our commissioner is Wayne Willows. Our judges for this fight, Clayton Welch, Mike Tubbs, and Eric Yu. And our referee in charge of this championship bout is Kevin Dornan. Two friends, two ex-training partners, blood brothers, will enter the cage for this rematch, but only one will leave as champion. Now, for the moment we've all been waiting for, live from the River Rock Show Theater in Richmond, BC, it's time. It's fight time! 5 5-minute rounds of action for the vacant BFL welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first the fighter in the blue corner. This man stands at 6 feet tall. He weighed in at 168.7 pounds, making his 4th BFL appearance with a professional record of 6 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw. Representing Clinch MMA in Port Coquitlam, BC, he is Dejan Kajic! And now introducing his opponent in the red corner. This man stands at 5 feet 11 inches tall. He weighed in at 167.5 pounds, making his 9th BFL appearance with a professional record of 5 wins, 3 losses. Representing Smash City MMA in Vancouver, BC, he is Ash Smash MASHREGHI!
Ash, come to center. Ash. All right, guys, we're going to put the friendship aside for the next 5 rounds. I want you both to fight clean, fight hard, respect each other, but both go for it. Good luck to both of you.
All right, Kevin Dornan, our referee. And you know what? You never see a stare down like that. They're such buddies. Little slap on the bottom from Ash to Dan. But you know, as soon as the bell rings, here we go. And don't blink, Darcy. These guys both have power. This could be over early. You see Ash Smash MASHREGHI. He's in the red with black. Dan is in the black.
Early jab there to test that distance from Smash. Little 1-2. Good overhand right early. Leg kick there from Smash as well. Lime Life Society, red trunks for Ash MASHREGHI. Very high black Muay Thai shorts for Dejan Kajic. Good knee there early from Dejan. Kajic, very nice job by Ash to get the takedown.
Right into side control.
Getting that knee in close. Taking Dan's back here. He's going to look to get his hooks in. Lost it, got too high. Dan using that underhook, looking for a front choke and then let it go.
Good scramble early from Dejan Kajic. And also from Ash as well, to get back to his feet.
Quick left hook there from Dejan Kajic, just touches the edge of the nose of Ash there. You know, you got to think these guys have spent a lot of rounds in the gym. This is not only their 4th round of professional mixed martial arts against each other. These guys have spent tens, if not hundreds, of rounds against each other in the gym.
Officially, this could go 9 rounds. This one's scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds as Ash MASHREGHI wanders in.
Couple good shots landed. Dan able to get himself off the cage.
Smile from Ash MASHREGHI. Nice combination from Kajic there.
Yeah, absolutely. Good low leg kick there. Inside, little bit, almost high. Yeah, very close there. Kajic recognizing it, takes a second, jumps back.
Apologizes, no
giving
bad
Ash
blood
space.
here.
I don't think it's too bad. Just grazing. Smash is ready to go here. They tap him and let's get back at it. Pawn out that left jab. Smash is looking for it. Right hand behind it. Keeping that jab on him.
Very patient from MASHREGHI there. Didn't wander in.
Nice short elbow from Dejan Kajic. He might have caught him with a quick right on the chin. Hit him again with a right hand.
Big shot from Ash there, actually, as they break apart as well.
Good, nice outside low kick there from Smash as well, backing up that right hook that he landed. Kajic is looking to tee off here, Craig. He's really measuring him.
Looked like Smash got a little bit hurt there in that exchange.
See if Ash gets a little tentative here. Kajic is really pushing that jab out. Keeping that left elbow high, too, just on that right hand. Oh, good uppercut. Nice. Couple good shots there from Smash looking for the takedown.
And he gets the takedown halfway through round number 1. Nice combination leading up to the takedown from Ash Smash Mashregi. This fight so far back and forth, Darcy.
He's going to take a second to compose himself here, trying to push Dan against the cage and keep those legs off the ground. You can hear Cajun Johnson in the corner of Dan Kajic saying, keep going, asking him to wall walk and step up. Kajic is, sorry, Craig, Kajic is listening too, and he gets to his feet and is able to get off the cage. Nice shot to the body there on the break by Kajic.
Kajic looking very fresh right now. Ash may have got rocked earlier in this round. Nice left from Kajic.
In the first of a potential 5 rounds here still, Craig.
Yeah, good jabs from Kajic. Now it's Ash chasing Kajic.
Nice roll of the left shoulder. You can see a bit of a mouse coming underneath that left eye of Ash Mashregi as well, taking a couple good shots underneath that left eye. Great movement from Dan Kajic, I have to say. Great, like the head movement has gotten so much better for a guy like Dan. You know, spent a lot of time doing jiu-jitsu early in his career. Now has really rounded out his game, and you see the movement. I mean, Ash is a devastating striker, having finished so many of his opponents. Not that he's not landing, you're just seeing him skim. Oh, Ash seemed to check his nose there, and he got hit with a 1-2 for his trouble. No timeouts here. Dan's really throwing some shots. He might have Ash in trouble. Oh, what a takedown by Ash Mashregi afterwards.
Obviously, he wasn't that hurt. He goes in, he gets the takedown with 30 seconds left after Dan was just teeing off on him.
Dan quickly looked to his corner like, holy smokes, I thought I hit this guy 8 times. What happened? Now he finds himself with his back against the cage. Ash Mashregi in top position.
We'll see if Ash can do anything with it. Final 20 seconds here, round number 1. Scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds for the Battlefield Pro welterweight title.
Left eye of Dan Kajic is getting a little beat up here too, Craig. Seen a little bit of a marking happen there. Couple elbows along the cage aren't going to help that.
All right, we're going to round number 2, and Darcy, I for one am not disappointed at all in that.
Quick help up with a hand, quick slap on the butt. Let's get to the second round.
Well, we see a little bit of a mouse under the eye of Ash Mashregi. Let's see the picture of Dan Kajic there on your screen. He looks
listening in a little bit to what Cajun and Coach Sal have to say. Cajun walking him through his breathing exercises, as he's very well known to do. Circling to the right, fading with the jab is what Coach Cajun is asking for. We see Coach Ash in the other corner, his coaches both, you know, getting ready, keeping that mouse down below and above the eye. Both these guys came to war here in the first round. We're only 5 minutes in.
These guys are friends, Darcy. Can you imagine if they didn't like each other?
With friends like this, who needs enemies, right, Craig?
Exactly.
Very businesslike from Dan Kajic.
Both guys really very businesslike.
Absolutely, yeah. We're in the corner of Dan. We see a little more of it, but you can see across the cage, Ash Mashregi, he's ready to rock and roll here. No breathing heavy. He's ready to rock.
All right, here we go. Round number 2. Nice high hands from both fighters.
Ash easily looks to be in the best shape I've seen him in his professional MMA career. No heavy breathing. 5-minute round under his belt.
And you called it.
Good
Dan
left
was asked
hand.
to circle to his left.
Ooh.
And for the most part, he's been doing it. Now he circles right.
Good right hand there on the breaking. Ash caught him with a left on the step back, though. Might
Big
be hurt
shot
here.
from Dan there, yeah. Another shot from Dan. That was a nice left.
He's really working that left jab, Craig. Dan doesn't want to get against the fence here. You're able to use that Kimura to get away from it. Great job there of utilizing that Kimura to get outside. Back to the center of the cage.
And we've always known Ash is very, very strong in this weight class. So far, that has not seemed to be too much of an advantage in this fight against Dejan Kajic. Nice right rather from Ash. Comes in with it. Eats one, and now a couple of lefts from Dejan Kajic.
That double jab of Dejan Kajic is really doing some damage to the left side of Ash's face.
Another left lands from Kajic. He's landing that jab at will, Darcy.
It's probably the most accomplished and improved part of Dejan Kajic's game that I've seen is that left jab, and he's turning that left elbow over to block in terms of a right hand coming back his way. He's doing a great job of anticipating. Lands again there with his jab. Corner of Ash Mashregi calling for him to jab back a little bit. Good left.
Nice combination from Mashregi now lands.
Good left hook, right straight combo from Ash there. Seems to be coming in spurts here from Dejan as well. Couple jabs, good left high kick and a right straight.
Under 3 minutes to go here now in round number 2.
Ash taking a little bit of damage on the bridge of the nose, but he
nice
throws
right
a nice
from
left
Ash
hook.
Mashregi.
Left hook, right straight. They tap gloves, get back to business. Ooh.
Both guys landing jabs there. Both guys landing nice lefts, but Dejan follows it up with a couple more.
Ash's corner asking him to be first, and he was there twice. But that was, I mean, he was second. He's getting labeled a little bit there. Good left kick high from Dejan, returned with a right leg kick from
just so
Smash.
you know, though, Darcy, all these high kicks are getting blocked by Mashregi, but still, they can wear on you.
Landing on the forearm, you know, we see a lot of fighters suffer arm breaks, and it's from a lot of the time blocking those high kicks, so they can still cause damage.
Nice left from Dejan Kajic.
He's starting to put it on Ash here a little bit in terms of the long distance striking.
See that? He tried to land an elbow there from in close.
Little John Jones-esque.
Good movement from Dejan Kajic. Just like his corner asked him to, circle to the left, and that's what he's been doing most of this round. Inside leg kick.
That big left hook at Ash Mashregi, you don't want to circle to the right and end up eating that on your way to saying goodnight.
Kajic's definitely the busier of the two fighters now here in round number 2. Nice jab, another jab.
His head movement is out of control. It's a lot of movement happening, and I mean out of control in a good way, because I never seen him respond like this and act like this in prior competition. This is something he's picked up along the way in this training camp. He's made himself very difficult to hit, and especially in succession. Here's Ash, though, for a single leg, and he gets the takedown.
Yeah, he's got over a minute to work here. Can he do some damage?
Dejan's got to get back to his feet, and he's almost there already. Ash has got that leg. He's got some power, too. Dejan able to step over and behind him. Gets back, has back control. They step away, back to the middle of the cage. Left hook from Dejan, little right straight,
Is Ash
left.
tiring a little bit here? Is he a little bit hurt now?
Big
now
double
it's
leg.
Kajic that gets a takedown. 40 seconds to go in round number 2.
Great job here by Kajic to create some distance using that forearm. Now Ash is tying him up a little bit. Into the open half guard, though. Be able to pass here if need be. He's throwing some hammer fists. Putting some elbows down. Looking for a choke potentially here, Craig.
And he's got his hooks in, got the hooks in. He's got 15 seconds to work with.
Not a lot of time.
Does he have it? Not really, not right now. He's got 10 seconds to land it. I don't think he's going to do it.
Ash turns in, almost able to take a top position, not quite.
And hammer fist to end the round from Dejan Kajic. Both guys wearing it a little bit, but you have to say Mashregi's wearing it a lot more. Kajic looking very impressive. His footwork, his jabs, combinations at times.
We're seeing the
Mashregi,
corner.
big mouse under the left eye.
Yeah, we're seeing some attention being paid to that mouse now on the left eye, both from the cold compress and a little bit of Vaseline. That's going to affect the viewing ability of Ash on both, the left side and his 20/20 vision, depth perception-wise.
Yep. Now, don't forget, Mashregi is a power puncher as well. He has one punch knockout power. So even when he's down, he still has a chance.
We've got a very active audience here tonight at the River Rock, Craig. This fight means a lot to the BC community of mixed martial arts. Don't get it twisted. Round number 3, let's do it.
We are set for round number 3. Kevin Norden asks Dejan Kajic to go into his proper corner, and we are underway.
That left eye of Ash is a mess.
Dejan still bobbing, moving to his left. Nice high
Good
kick.
head kick.
And that could have hurt Mashregi. That was to the right eye.
He had blocked a few of them, but these are starting to land. Great knee to the body. Ash answers with a jab.
Awkward kick misses, and now it's Kajic on top, and he's looking to get the back of Mashregi, trying to get those hooks in.
He's got one. Over under control here, looking to get that neck, looking to attack that neck.
This could be trouble here for Ash. I'm not sure how much gas he has left in the tank right now, Darcy.
There's a lot of time for Dejan to work here, and he's got that over under control at the moment. Ash doing a good job of defending, keeping that bottom hand locked in. Ahmad Khatib reassuring Ash he's fine, he's got breath, and he's looking like he believes it as he gets out of that position. Very quickly, though, Dejan back on the back with both hooks.
Both hooks. Ash tries to sweep, nothing doing. He tries to roll into his opponent there.
Both hooks again, and Ash is able to spin quickly, gets to the back of Kajic, and now he's got both hooks in.
Wow, what a reversal.
And he's got a
tight.
choke.
That's tight, that's it, it's over. Oh my gosh, Ash Mashregi from the grave comes back and wins it via the rear naked choke. Wow, just like that. That little mistake from Dejan Kajic, who was winning the entire fight. And Mashregi gets his back, sinks in the choke. Wow. Darcy, I'm going to tell you right now, not in July, Battlefield 38, I am predicting
the rematch. The rubber match, not the rematch, the rubber match. Kajic in to console Dejan. A very happy corner for Ash Mashregi. Ahmad Khatib lifting him up on the shoulders.
Whoa. Wow.
No more marketable fight than that rematch right there. We know, we already talked about it.
Talking to Micah Brakefield. But how, you know what, let's talk about the right up just before the finish. How good did Dejan Kajic look in that fight? He looked masterful.
Of how he was able to control the distance, you can tell the story is on his face.
He looked masterful. He was winning that fight.
Look at the amount of people that are cage side trying to congratulate Ash Mashregi right now.
He was absolutely masterful in that fight. He was winning the stand-up war, and he was winning it easily. He had a chance to choke him out. He couldn't get it, but as soon as Ash smelt a little bit of blood, he was all over it, and Dejan had to tap. I couldn't believe it. What a turn of events in our main event of the evening.
That's as unreal of a finish as I've ever seen.
Well, all you can say is rubber match. All you can say is rubber match.
They're 1-1 now. Let's get ready to send it up for our official word. Here's
all
my
right.
man.
Inside the cage we go to congratulate our
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has called for a stoppage at 1 minute, 35 seconds in the third round. For your winner by rear naked choke and your new BFL welterweight champion of the world, Ash Smash Mashregi!
Okay. We had a pretty good title fight earlier tonight. I don't know. I think you've seen it, actually. I think it was your team, one of your old teammates that was doing that there. But tonight, you got to be the main attraction, Ash. You've come a long way, man. 0-3 to start your pro career, and you come out, win 5 straight fights, get a shot at a title. What's on your shoulder there, man? Tell me about it.
Let me tell you about this kiss, boys. Boy.
I see you got some support in the crowd. Let's hear it for our champion, Ash Mashregi, real quick.
What's up, Bad City?
Okay, so a few years back, I actually had the honor of calling the fight. You came up on the wrong side of a decision against my man over here. My man over here is now the champion tonight, so you guys are 1-1. How does the revenge feel, and how does the inevitability feel that you're gonna fight this guy again? I know you're friends.
It feels great. Let's do it again.
Okay. Pro welterweight champion. We've seen the last pro welterweight champion make his way. This has got to be family. Let's let it happen. That's all good. Our last welterweight champion, Ash, made it, to the next level here. What's your plans here? Realistically, you have a date with this man again, and you have guys coming to look for you. Just let me know your opinion on your welterweight champion status.
It don't matter, man. I'll be ready for anybody. I just want to say thank you to everyone who's ever supported me, man. Even the haters. I love you. I love everybody. This is just the beginning. I'm taking over. Let's go.
One last thing before I get with Dan. I want to speak with Dan as well, but that's a fight. I mean, it doesn't take a genius to see. You took some damage in that fight. You made your way back and won the fight. That's some heart and that's some determination. Is this something, that has grown on you over your past 9 fights and turned you into the fighter you are?
Listen, our coach teaches us never to quit. Never to quit. Take all the punishment you can. Keep coming. But listen, Dejan, Kajic, you are the fucking man. You kicked the shit out of me. Good fucking job. But we'll do it again. We'll do it again, baby. Don't worry.
Make some noise, your welterweight pro champion of the world, Ash Smash Mashregi. My man, there is no shame in the show you just put on. This is the sport of mixed martial arts. Anything and everything can happen. You put a lot of good shows on in the last few fights you've been in. This was no different. But you know what, dude? You guys are 1-1. Now what happens?
I mean, I'd love to get a rematch against him. He's the only top guy that I want to fight right now. I mean, fuck, I can't say that. My heart got broken. I'm not going to lie. Fuck.
You came out, you won the first round, and I would say you were on your way to potentially winning the next round. This is just that game where one mistake can cost it, right?
It is what it is, man. I fucking went out. I trained. I'm back to fucking square one on Monday, putting more heart into it and getting back in here as quickly as possible.
You guys are 2 of the top, if not the 2 top Canadian welterweight fighters in the division right now, pro outside of the big show. I have to guess a rematch is next, or are you down for whatever?
I'm down for whatever, but man, if he's healthy, I'd love to do a rematch. If he's not, give me anybody, anytime. So it makes no difference, man. I do this for a living, so I want to get back in here as quickly as possible. So don't care who it is.
Put on a great show. Make some noise for my man right here, Dejan Kajic.